Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to draw vector fireworks like this using Affinity Designer version 2. Like always, you can download the assets we're going to create during this tutorial. The link will be in the description. Alright, let's get started. So I'm here in Affinity Designer, that's version 2. We're going to change the artboard color to black because the fireworks are usually displayed on the night sky, right? So black artboard for this project, and we're going to start with a star shape. I'm going to show you the quick and easy method that do not require any complex tools. All right, so that's just a simple star, bright color like a pink. Now we can modify the number of arms for the star. And then moving the next slider, we can make the center much smaller. And next slider will help us to make the end of the arm a little bit wider, like that. So we got this explosion in the center and the fireworks going all around. That's what we need. So we can very quickly modify the star shape to look like this, just with sliders. All right, so that's the base one. And we will convert that to curve, so that's not a shape anymore. Thanks to that, using node tool, I can randomize those arms a little bit. So just selecting arms, moving back and forward, changing angle a little bit, make it a little bit more organic, I would say. So now I'm using node tool to randomize those arms. It's supposed to be some kind of explosion, right? So it cannot be perfectly geometrical, I guess. Okay, a little bit better. Maybe this one inside like that. All right, so that's our base shape, and let's add some bright color like this, and as the finishing touch we're going to use transparency this time. You could also use the gradient, but I would use transparency tool. From the center, we need the radial transparency. Flip that, reverse that. All right, so it's transparent in the center. So explosion already happened there. And now the fireworks going out from this point. And we can get this easily with this transparency. So take a look, that was really quick. Took us just 2 minutes. We use the star. Then we customize those arms with the node tool, and then we apply transparency in the center. For the second one, we are using double star tool. So in that variation of star tool, we got control. We can make some arms longer, some arms shorter by default. And let's wrap that a little bit, make this a little bit irregular, more organic. So at the end of the day, that's supposed to be some kind of explosion. So for the second one, we are using warp tool, the tool introduced in Affinity Designer 2. So we're warping this, and the best part is it will be still a vector. So if I convert that to curves, I will have a clean vector. Take a look, that's just a vector inside the group. All right, so that's the second one, double star, warp around to be more organic, a little bit random, and we can finish up in the same way. So transparency in the center. All right, that's the second one. Let's use the star again, and this time I will use 2 stars so we can blend like 2 colors in one explosion. All right, so that's 2 different stars, different number of arms for each. Then put them closely together, and we will repeat the step from the first one. We will convert to curves, and we're going to use this node tool to randomize them a little bit. Okay, so now we got 2 stars, so we can use 2 colors together. That's really nice effect in my opinion. And of course, you can later on change those colors, make multiple versions of this one. You can even duplicate that one and use node tool again and again to create different random options for it, like I'm doing right now. All right, so that's similar to the first example, but this time we got 2 stars, so we can use 2 colors. Nice, and let's finish up. You can guess with the transparency in the center. That's really nice finish for those firework-like vectors. All right, from the center, like that. Nice. All right, 3 done, 3 more to go. For the next one, I'm going to use crescent tool this time. So not a star, but the crescent. And it's here in the shape panel. We're going to use crescent over here. Like that. I will also round those corners, those endings a little bit with the round corner tool. Perfect. And now we're going to duplicate that multiple times, rescale and reposition to get like firework effect here. So they should come out from the same center points. As you can see, we got a little bit a different effect this time. We are not using star, that's crescent shape. Okay. And the smaller one over here. Almost done. One more copy here. To create a copy, quickly just hold Command while you're dragging your shapes. All right, let's apply a new color and a little bit of transparency from the center. I think a little bit lower. Let's unite that into one shape. That should be much easier to work with later. All right, so that's our firework number 4. Nice. Now we can jump back to the star tool, and this time I will actually put some stars in it. All right, so I got one star tool to create multiple arms like before using the slider. Okay, and then we will make it a little bit more organic using warp tool, so we can warp it around, but I suggest we do it manually. So we can place some points by clicking with the mouse, and then we can just drag them manually. We don't need to use any preset. So drag it out a little bit like a butterfly, I would say. So the top part is going to the right and left. All right. And then we got this little star here. That's a perfect star. We're going to place it here and there a little bit randomly at the end of the arm, sometimes more in the center as this additional decorative element. Okay. Rotation as well to match the direction of the arm. Cool. So that's our next one. We can unite that, and of course a little bit of transparency in the center will help us to get this explosion effect. Okay. All right, only one more to go. Picking. This time we're using different tool. As you may notice, this is also star, but one with the like straight ends, rectangular star. I'll make a copy, and we'll use a similar process. We will blend 2 stars together using node tool, and this time I will delete some nodes to make a pointy ending sometimes from time to time randomly. All right, so sometimes I keep this straight ending, sometimes I remove the node to make it pointy like that. So we got this explosion effect. All right, this one is more like comic style firework. Okay, and of course we got 2 stars, so we can use 2 colors here. All right, try to make it a little bit more organic. Cool. Of course we can apply warp as well, warp it into the center a little bit, just a little bit. Perfect. Now I'm ready to play with transparency. So like before, transparency from the center. Cool. All right, that's our firework number 6. So I have prepared 6 different styles for you to use. Of course, they are all vectors, so you can recolor them really easily. Let me create asset panel, open asset panel and put them in here. Here are some assets from the last tutorial, remember that? Okay, let's get rid of those. And we can add our new assets from this tutorial, so fireworks. And now I'm going to simply add from a selection. So I need to make a subcategory here in my asset panel, and then I will be able to add from selection. Here it is. You got 6 different styles, but of course you can modify that. Take a look. You can just drag and drop from your asset panel and you can modify the color. You can even move stuff around. The vectors, they're not some kind of locked symbols, they are live vectors, so you can modify them as you want. All right, you can find the link to download those assets. The link is in the description, and I hope I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.